Seven's a character that was released about 3 weeks ago, and it's a special one because most other characters in Valhalla only have 6 signature moves. You know, the heavy ones that are specific to each character, and that actually makes it so they're not all the same. And 7 has 9 signature moves instead of 6. Kinda. It's thanks to her spear, which is more of a big wrench than a spear, and honestly it feels good to wield. Like, I don't wanna put any spear skin on that, because hitting people with a giant wrench is satisfying. 7 has a ton of defense and attack, but is lacking speed, and in a fighting game all about being fast and moving around, it usually makes for some pretty low tier characters. And I believe the same can be applied to 7, or rather could. So her signature moves, I talked about it earlier. Obviously, aside from the stats, it's what makes her so unique. And I'll get into each one of them separately so you can truly understand how this character works. I won't beat around the bush, let's talk about why she has 9 and not 6 signature moves. So her down sync, the signature move you do while holding the down button, changes her spear every time you use it. If it's in the regular form, 7 will attach a flamethrower onto it and change all 3 of her regular spear signature moves. And if the flamethrower is already there, she will take it off. And she then doesn't attack around herself. This is the essence of 7 and is both the best and worst move in the entire game. As a standalone move, this is the slowest signature move in the whole game. You basically stand there for a second and then attack around yourself for a good amount of damage, but on a hilariously small hitbox for how long it takes to charge it. For it to be effective offensively, you have to predict what the enemy will be doing a second in advance. It's a bad move, but what carries it is its ability to give 3 new moves to 7. With the flamethrower on her, her 3 spear signature moves completely change and become new ones. It's the only sig which you actually don't want to do near the enemy. Its primary use is actually to change your spear, not to deal damage. And you know, it's bad, but it's still situational, and when you can land it, it works well as a get off me tool or a kill confirm. So let's get to her other signature moves and how the down sig changes them. Usually her neutral sig has her attacking in a diagonal direction right above her. It's an insanely small move for a signature move. Usually, signature moves cover big areas, so that you can use your light attacks at close range and use your sigs when the enemy is low in health and is trying to evade every attack. This move is small and doesn't do a ton of damage. It doesn't even confirm kills better than some of her light attacks. But its speed is immense. For a character so heavy and slow, having such a fast move that has almost no lag and can basically be spammed is very useful. It's a move that can be used in almost every situation. If you're low in health, you can use it as a get off me tool. If the enemy is low health, use it as a very quick and unpredictable kill confirm. You can also use it in combos, when guarding the edge of the map, to pressure the enemy, etc. Alright, so how does this move change when 7 applies the flamethrower on her wrench? Well, it becomes a totally new move, which hits enemies much farther away and can stay for seconds instead of having one quick attack. But it's still very quick and can be used as a reaction, but for enemies that are much farther away. It's an even better edge guarding tool, but it also has a lot of lag. So if you don't hit it, be prepared to face the consequences. Next up we have 7's side signature move, or side sig, which has 7 pull out a small drone and climb on it while her wrench spins around, dealing electric damage. Just like the neutral sig, it comes out fast and has little lag, although a little bit more lag than her neutral sig. So it can't be spammed as much. It deals about the same amount of damage and has a pretty small hitbox, but you can hit opponents in front of you and behind you, which makes it have a ton of situational uses. You also move forward quite a bit, so it's useful to come back to the stage as well using a gravity cancel. Gravity cancels are when you dodge in midair and then perform an attack, which makes you do a grounded move instead of an air move, but while still in midair. I hope you got that. Anyway, it's a really good move and it's a move I use quite a bit as a pressuring tool, kill confirm, or even to start combos at the start of games. This move is already really good, but it truly shines once you apply the flamethrower on her range. It becomes a huge tornado of fire running straight towards the enemy, and if you stay grounded, it's undodgeable. This move is so big that you can cover the entire bottom of the stage with it most of the time. It comes out fast, goes far, deals a ton of damage, attacks in front and behind, and can kill very early if you use it on the side of the stage, carrying the enemy right into the blast zone. Oh yeah, and not to mention it carries you even farther than its counterpart, so you can easily return to the stage using it. And at low percent you can even use it to combo. It's honestly probably one of the best moves in 1v1 combat. Its raw power, speed and size easily makes it one of the best signature moves in Brawlhalla in my opinion, and might be 7's best move, but as you'll see there is still a pretty good competitor for the title. So these are 6 out of 7's 9 abilities. Yeah, that's a sentence. But she doesn't only have a spear, she also has a huge cannon. And you would think that they had to make it a bad weapon to counter the fact that she already has 6 signature moves with her spear. But no, it's busted as well, especially for one of them. So we'll start with her neutral cannon sig, which is actually pretty mid. I've had a lot of trouble using this one, and even though it's not bad per se, it doesn't kill as soon as other moves and it has a lot of lag, making it easy to be punished when using it. However, it's pretty good offstage and in 2v2s, but yeah, not much to say about it. Her side cannon sig, however, is much better. You can walk with it, it deals tons of damage, and can be used as a long range tool on the ground and in the air. It has so much power that if it hits and the enemy is just a little bit low on health, you know that it will kill. And on top of that it looks cool, transforming your cannon into an entire walking robot insect looking thing. It also triggers instantly on contact, so you can't miss. And it has somewhat hidden ability too. If you use it in the air on a wall, it makes you regain all your jumps. This is very situational, but it can save you in a way that no other ability in the game can. A lot of 7's abilities are just situational, but it adds up, and in the end, pretty much every situation is covered, and there's never a moment in the game where you'll ask yourself, what am I supposed to do here? If you know her abilities well enough, that is. But just like for her wrench, her real best ability here is her down sig. Now this move looks awful at first. I thought it was bad, but after using it a lot, it has literally become my favorite 7 move. So here's how it works. 7 puts her cannon down, and then after a bit it launches up into the air, punching upwards. You can also charge it for it to go higher. Now, what seems bad on paper is its very small hitbox, a huge lag, and even starting lag. This move comes up slowly and finishes slowly, but when you look at everything else, this move is the best. Its initial hit makes it so it can be used up close, you can use it when the enemy is far, if it's coming up to you since the whole cannon has a hitbox, it kills super quick, you can use it off stage, on stage, and even as a spike move. It covers a big zone right above you, which in this game is very strong, there's little to no character that has this, and everyone hates Queen Knight's neutral sig. And you can even angle it, making it go a little bit farther to the left or to the right. But better than tell you, I'll show you. I'm actually done talking, so I'll just put a thumbnail clip of me having fun with her cannon down sig. Enjoy!
Failure is not in my programming.
Stay here on the ground, it's overrated. The cityscape escapes you with a sound. It's delineated, I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it every moment. I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. I hear you tell me there's an issue you've seen before. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. I hear you tell me there's an issue you've seen before. And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell